Hey everyone! Today I wanted to spotlight a few tabletop RPG Kickstarter projects that I think are worth your attention. And not just projects that look cool, but projects that also seem credible and well put together. I'll go through what each one is, why I think it's exciting, and which tier I'd personally recommend. So let's take a look. First of all, we've got Pirate Borg, The Winds of Hell. This is a campaign book for Pirate Borg with over 110 pages of content. It adds vampires, demons, wraiths, and new factions like the Damned and the Demons. You can also get Saltwater Sacrament, a sandbox adventure set on a cursed island you must escape. You should back it because it builds on Pirate Borg with a lot of flavorful new content and the physical books look beautiful. It also seems like a strong value campaign since almost all of the stretch goals have been reached. So I feel like this section is a bit redundant, but is the creator trustworthy? And I'd say yes. Snapback Game Studios are legitimate and they are active on Kickstarter. They've done other projects before, including Raptor Ruckus, which I believe was featured in a Professor DM video. I feel like the best tier is the Infernal Bundle. It includes a hardcover of the Winds of Hell, the main book advertised in the Kickstarter, a sign of the Saltwater Sacrament sandbox, and a pamphlet for an adventure called On Trail of Blood. On a Trail of Blood, I'm sorry. You also get a cool coin, which I know some people don't care about trinkets, but I have like 20 shelves with books at my home, so I always enjoy decorating it with random trinkets. Also, a PDF of each book is also provided. And if you have a tiny bit more money to spare, I'd get the Faction Relics PDF too in your stead. Uh, it just adds a bit more relics to the pool for your pirates. And I'm also going to put up the shipping costs. Depending on where you live, they aren't too bad. Um, as a Canadian, they're rough. But, that's the RPG space, I guess. So the book looks beautiful and the content seems great. If you are a Pirate Borg fan, I believe this is a must buy. And if you don't know what Pirate Borg is, feel free to check my review of it, linked somewhere on the screen and in the description. So the next game I'm featuring is Public Access by the Gauntlet Gaming Community. It's an analog horror mystery RPG. It focuses on strange media horror. I don't think I can say anything about it that Quinn's Quest hasn't. So I'll just link his video about public access in the description and you should watch it. I've gone through the rules before. It went live on Kickstarter, they were free on drive-thru, and I can tell you that this is a game worth looking out for. This is one of the biggest campaigns on the list with over $370,000 raised and more than 4,600 backers. Nearly all of the stretch goals have already been reached. The books look beautiful. The adventure anthology looks awesome. You get a short description of each mystery on the Kickstarter so you can really get a feel of what you're gonna get. The Gauntlet gaming community are legitimate and they have done many other projects before. This does not feel like a risky campaign. The best tier, I'd say, is the TV Odyssey tier for 100 American dollars. So you get the core book of public access, the campaign book, Signals from the Other Side in hardcover and their PDFs. You also get the Odyssey tape cards, all for $100. The Odyssey tape cards they're like a source of inspiration for your mysteries. If you have any doubts, take a look at the preview of the rules on the Kickstarter page and watch Quinns Quest's review. Finally, we have Dying Hard on Hardlight Station Anthology Edition. Dying Hard on Hardlight Station is an expanded new edition of a popular Mothership campaign. The original is already available on itch, but this Kickstarter version is a complete rework of that adventure plus over 200 pages of new content. It's a multi sector campaign setting with 10 included adventures where your crew explores haunted derelicts, abandoned research sites, and paradise planets. What makes this one special is that it takes an already well liked Mothership adventure and turns it into something much bigger. It's being pitched as a pressure cooker of corporate horror, paranormal threats, and deep space terror, which is exactly what I want from Mothership. The art looks great, as you can see, and there's also a free preview on itch if you want to check it out before backing. I'm going to link it in the description. David Kenny, the creator of this Kickstarter, has run other Kickstarters before and they've been fulfilled, so I would say this is a trustworthy campaign to back. Personally, the best tier to back this campaign at, for me, was the Hardlight Trinity collection, but just the black box edition is fine. You get a ton of stuff that should last you a ton of sessions, and you'll get a bunch of tools, so I'd say it's completely worth it. But I backed it at the highest tier. I'm a big fan of Mothership, and also the creator is Canadian, and call me vain, I love supporting Canadian creators in the RPG space. So, yeah, this is also the Kickstarter for which I am the most excited for in this list. And the team for this project is crazy. I loved When in Rome. I loved The Haunting of Epsilon 14. I loved The Bloom. I loved VR Dead. These are all incredibly talented people. You should definitely check their other works. So, this for me is just another reason to back this. So, that's it for this one. I hope at least one of these projects caught your eye. As always, do your own research before backing anything. I try to make sure that anything I feature here looks both exciting and trustworthy. If there's a Kickstarter you think I should take a look at, let me know in the comments. And if you want more RPG reviews, Kickstarter recommendations, and tools for your table, subscribe and stick around.